10 minutes early.
No, we're like right on time. All right.
Says
We're on
7:30.
the air.
Had non-conforming, did they?
Welcome to the meeting of the Township of Long Hill Planning Board for September 23rd, 2025. The time is 7:31. Madam Secretary, would you mind making the announcements?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Number one, call to order and statement of compliance. Adequate notice of this meeting or hearing has been provided by posting a copy of the public meeting or hearing dates on the municipal bulletin board and website, by sending a copy to the Echo Sentinel newspaper, and by filing a copy with the municipal clerk. Number two, standard board procedures. Any meeting or hearing is conducted by the board as a quasi-judicial proceeding. Any questions or comments must be limited to issues that are relevant to what the board may legally consider in reaching a decision, and decorum appropriate to a judicial meeting or hearing must be maintained at all times. Number three, electronic devices. All in attendance are asked to mute cell phones or any electronic devices as to not interrupt the proceedings. Four, pledge of allegiance.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Ms. Dill is currently absent, but I do expect her tonight, so I'll note what time she appears. Mr. Hands?
There.
Committeeman Lavender?
I'm here.
Mr. Lavarerio?
Here.
Ms. Ogins?
Here.
Mr. Opalka?
Here.
Vice Chairman Jones?
Present.
Chairman Richardson?
Here.
Chairman, we have a quorum.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, first order of business is item 6, an application. This is for a minor subdivision with variances, and the proposal is to have this particular application, it is application number 25-19P, to be carried to the October 14th, 2025 meeting. I'll turn it over to Chris if there's any additional information we need to provide
Yeah, Mr.
on
Chairman.
record. Thank you.
Absolutely. Not that it's necessary, but I'll just let you guys know that we received an email from the attorney for these guys, Fred Zelli, who you guys probably know him by now. They wanted to make a few changes to the application before they came in for the hearing. Don't want to get ahead of anything, but just very brief overview. They want to reorient one of the houses, they want to reduce the size of both of the houses they're proposing, and try to bring the height down a little bit too. So that's really it. So, we did they did notice properly for the board's September 9th meeting, the last one we had. Everything was in order there, so we carried it to this evening by police announcement. We can do so again to carry it to October 14th before we still have the jurisdiction to decide the case. So,
Excellent.
Yep.
Thank you. So do we need to do anything more formally for the board?
Motion and a second
Yeah.
to carry it.
They're bad practice.
A motion to carry, please?
So moved.
Motion to carry application number 25-19P to the next meeting, which is scheduled
October 14th.
October 14th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Great.
Great.
Let me make the formal announcement just to be better safe than sorry, right? So the application of Ferdy Espinosa and Digna Barba concerning property located at block 10202, lot 12, in the R2 zone, otherwise known as 53 Indian Run and Heritage Road, is going to be carried to the board's October 14th, 2025 meeting, 7:30 p.m. here at the municipal building. No further notice will be required. This is your notice to all the
Great.
people in the public who are listening to my words.
Great. Thank you. Okay, on to the next item. The meeting minutes, I am told, are still being worked on and so close. By the next meeting, please, and we'll be caught up at that point too?
I got
Thank
the
you.
zoning board caught up. You guys are almost there.
Well, we really appreciate being thought of as second.
Well, sorry. I had to finish
I
one.
object.
I had to finish one or the other.
Exactly. The next item is a resolution. This is a resolution for Classic Foods, Inc., doing business as the Burger King, application number 25-12P. The resolution was distributed for board review, so I will open it up to any questions or comments in regards to just the accuracy of the resolution. The resolution was passed prior meeting.
So
Yes, please.
I have a couple of comments, but they're not very big. I think the resolution represents a discussion pretty clearly. I only found 2 typo things in it.
I'll take it. It's better than 3.
On the bottom of page 5, number 7, I know you were trying to keep the name of the fast food restaurant to the west out of it, but in item 7, you left Taco Bell in.
Yeah. Typically I leave it out, but it's not an issue if it is
Okay.
in there. Yeah.
So I don't, one way or another.
Yeah.
And then on the top of page 9, in item 22, under number 2, the, second sentence, which starts with additionally, it says additionally, the board notes that the ordinance and signage design standards are intended to minimize
Oh, there you go.
visual clutter.
Yep.
And that was the only thing I found.
Wow. All right. Well, I'll take it.
Still room for improvement.
Yes, I guess so.
But that's a 90 for your English teacher.
That's better than
practice
90, I
on it
think.
now.
That's a 95 easy.
They made me write articles to the like a kids section in the Hunterdon County Democrat. I had to write in all 5th grade every week. I had to
Just
write
write the word "to" 100 times and you're off the hook.
I probably wrote it a few million times in the course of my lifetime.
TO or TWO or TWO?
All 3.
Oh. Homonyms.
I'll leave that to the attorney.
What you got?
Okay, any further
Oh.
comments?
One comma on board action on page 1 after the 9. Almost had it there. That's only gonna be 1.
2.5.
Yeah.
I had no other comments.
Okay.
Tony, anything
Anybody
from you?
else?
No. Oh, Deb, do you want to make the changes? Do you want me to do it when it's?
Since I just missed that last one, yeah, if you don't mind making the
Yeah, it was just on the first page where it says board action at the top. Just need a comma after September 9.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I could do that. It's
Yeah.
easy.
Okay, so with that said, is there a motion to accept this resolution as amended?
Motion to accept the resolution for application number 25-12P as minor amendments. That is my motion.
Second.
Second?
Vice Chairman Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Dillon?
Yes.
Ms. Ogins?
Yes.
Mr. Hands?
Yes.
Mr. Lavorario?
Yes.
Mr. Opalka?
Yes.
Chairman Richardson?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Great. Excellent. Okay, so now I'm going to go into just any old or new business and open it up. The first I wanted to just make mention of that was included in our packet was the Zoning Board of Adjustment Annual Reporting. That was dated 2022 to 2024. So I guess that's a synopsis of different items that the zoning board had identified and is now for our consumption. Since it came out fairly late, like today, what I would recommend is that the ORC team consider this in their next meeting and review and advise back to the board anything that you would like to reprioritize based on this report.
Yes.
I don't know if there's any preliminary comments. We've got a little time if board members have had a chance to review this, but it did come out.
Just,
Just
Mr.
today.
Chair, just
Yes.
from a review of this, there are 2 items on here that we've had discussions on, one of them being generators, second one being sheds. So we have done some extensive work on that. So it's good to go back to revisit those, and we will do that. A couple of these other items is the first time I'm seeing this, and I am noting from the first paragraph, this is a review period from January 1, 2022 to December 31st, 2024. So there are, as far as I can tell, no 2025 submissions, so I would expect to see any new additions from this calendar year to be reported to us sometime in 2026. Or if I'm following a 2-year cadence, it might be 2027.
No, now that we've got a master plan in place and we
Yes.
have
Okay,
board professionals that are going in
Yep.
where we're going to be
excellent,
yearly
excellent.
basis, yeah.
Okay. The other specific business I just wanted to mention in this particular category is, Scott, this is for you, is just a request that we dedicate whatever and allocate funds for Joe Vooch, our board planner, to complete the zoning map. I think we need to press forward now that we have a draft ordinance changing all the nomenclature. We now want to commit to updating the map. That I think the last time the map was updated was 2016, I want to say. So, and Joe has already done a lot of the analysis, so I don't anticipate that this is going to be too time consuming or costly.
Is there an estimate on what the cost?
I have not seen that. I think that's something we need to take up with Joe.
Right, because there's a budget that's prepared every year that allocates money to the planning
Right.
board for its professionals. So we should probably figure out what that delta is and communicate that to
I
Randy
think
Barr.
we're okay. I mean, from what I understand and how we've been utilizing Joe off applications, that there should be adequate funding for him.
Funding on our side, but the TC has to determine whether it's, if Joe's updating the map, that would normally come
From the township
budget,
coordinator.
not the planning board's
Yeah,
budget.
I think that's a township committee
I mean, there's
appropriation.
definitely enough monies left in our budget for this year if the TC wants to bill it to the planning board, but I think that has to be directed.
So Joe should communicate that directly to Randy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make
Because he
sure you were aware of it,
effectively answers
because
to Randy.
I was told that Joe had mentioned that it made sense for it to come from the township committee as far as directing him to
Yeah.
do this.
And-
Okay,
And if Randy has the information, then that's how it'll flow.
great. Okay,
All right.
so we'll just, I will
And can we get a-
take on making sure Joe presents that proposal information to
Yeah,
Randy.
what he should do is send an email to document this, copy you, copy me,
Perfect.
and send it, and have him send it to Randy with the information. He
Right.
should probably provide some estimate of what that would be above and beyond what he
Right.
normally does.
Yeah, and then just to help him prioritize a sense of timing, we'd really like to get
Mhm.
that done sooner than later. Great, okay.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Chair. I was
Yes.
just going to include that same thing, an estimate and on cost and an estimate on time.
Yep.
I can imagine that this will probably be something we would start to see come to closure, hopefully, in 2026.
Yes. Well, really, I would
like
like
to
to
see
get
it
the
this
map
year.
by this year would be
Yeah, I
great.
would like to see it this year, but I'm sure there's a bunch of priorities and still in flight, so we have to figure out where in the priority.
Do we have any
list
sense on how much time? Is this like a week's worth of work, half a week's worth of work, a month?
I don't have a sense. I can tell you that his email analysis was extensive because he's having to go through and look at all the different overlays and see how they fit and some of the different changes that have been made since 2016.
16.
Well, 10 years
So, yeah, I don't think it's a week, but I don't think it's months.
Mhm.
So, okay. Any other comments? Yes.
Just the
Yeah.
annual report from the zoning board, would we be doing an annual report in the not-too-distant future? And will we follow the same format? Will we do it for the same time period, or that's kind of up for discussion?
We
The
don't.
planning
yeah.
board does not do an annual report.
Right.
Short answer is no, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if Pam, you
Otherwise,
wanna
you'd
do-
be assigned to that committee. There you go.
I'll volunteer.
Committee of one.
That's a great suggestion.
Mine.
Committee of one.
Do you want to do an annual?
Somewhere I thought I remembered reading.
Not in the bylaws.
The
No,
MLUL requires the
but-
zoning board ever to do.
The zoning board has to do a wrap-up.
They absolutely have to.
Yeah.
But, Ms. Ogens, we have provided updates as to of the work that we have done. And I don't think it's a terrible idea to say, hey, this is a number of applications we saw, here's a number of ordinances that we touched and impacted, to kind of give people a sense of what it is we've accomplished. It gives you a sense of the work that you've done at no cost, because you volunteered your time to do this. It's not a bad idea to just give a wrap-up, a summary. It's
Okay,
not a
we could
horrible
consider
thing.
that,
Not a
early
horrible-
part of Q1 of 2026.
Yeah.
I've seen
Okay.
one-pager annual reports in
Really?
some other towns. It's just like, it's like this
Careful, I'm
many
not a
cases.
fan of one
Just-
pages.
It's all a matter of how much work you want to put into it.
Exactly.
Well, the only thing I may be interested in is any consequential things that come out of a particular, similar to the annual. Is there anything important that we learnt that we should think about from any applications that we looked at? So,
Well, and interestingly enough, I don't think we touched on, did we even touch on home-based businesses now, what we're talking? I don't even think we did.
yeah,
Well, the zoning board wouldn't see it, right, because they're the only ones that
Right,
come
because
in.
that goes, those go in front of this board.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Right.
So
No,
that's
with
on my
us.
personal list, of ordinances that I'd like, as zoning
So
officer. and
it
board
probably
secretary.
makes reasonable. I mean, we've talked about it in the past. I know we've talked about it in the past to do it. I don't think it's a bad idea, personally.
So there are
Okay, well,
definitely
let's,
other things that,
we can consider it, as long as it's consistent with MLUL and we're not,
I
right.
don't see why it would be a problem. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not required, but it's,
right, right.
And we're not in
do it.
breach of any law, but.
no, it's just
Right.
reporting to the governing body and I guess the zoning board as well.
Yeah, no, it's not
like
about-
they have- The idea of the annual report is that, the zoning board has no legislative power whatsoever, right? So they're just reporting to
Right.
the planning board or the governing body about, hey, you might want to take a look at this because we saw like,
Right.
10 setback variances this year or something.
So congratulations, Pam, you're team captain of the,
There you go.
Oh, I would have to
Annual
report
report.
out until 2026, because I wasn't here the last 2
right,
years.
okay, perfect. Well, I don't know if it needs to be necessarily consistent with
Yeah, it doesn't even need to be
the
an
annual, the 2-year annual
I
report.
think a summation is just fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, it's just a
Okay.
simple summation.
Remind me
I
January
could
1st.
really do a summation of
Yeah,
applications.
I think it
that
would-
the board
it's
has
really
seen in
working
the
with the
last
secretary.
5 years,
Yeah.
and said, now that the master plan was completed in 2023?
Right,
Is that when
yeah.
we did it?
Yeah,
Okay.
2023.
Now that the board, has completed updated the master plan, and these are the applications that have been seen in the last 5 years, here's the zoning board's annual report, I could do something similar like that.
I can give you an update that we did the state plan, we did that
Yep.
participation. We've done the
That was a project.
fair share housing
Right.
piece, so a lot of work
Stuff
has
to be
been
done.
done by this
Element,
group,
yep.
and
Plus application.
I should be able to write something up
Yeah, it'd be good.
fairly high level.
Well, exactly,
Why not-
applications and ordinance work.
I'd say
If
wait
I
till
can move on to another
So,
piece of
yeah, I
business.
just want to capture, so between our board secretary, Pam, and you would volunteer to help
Yep.
pull something together,
Yep.
that'd be great.
Happy to do that.
And I think the summation, it would be appropriate, if we can, really, by the end of the year,
That's,
instead of waiting
that's what I
until
would
20.
target.
Right.
It'd be one of our last meetings of the
Right,
year,
right.
unless we're
Good.
inundated with an application.
I look forward to the slide presentation.
Bring cookies. Mr. Chair, is there any way we can get an update on the American Water and
Yes.
and how they're progressing with the sewer plant updates?
Yeah, the last briefing that I've heard, and Scott, correct me if I'm wrong, that they were still on track to be able to lift certain, or at least, I think the best way to express it, to honor certain applications, TWA applications that were coming in. I assume that we gave them a list of the developments that were in need of TWAs
They've had
and
it.
sewer connections.
We didn't, yeah.
Right,
Just like the
remember that
project on
came out,
Gillette.
that came out of one of the meetings and was an action item, so we've provided that, so.
They already
My
have-
understanding is that, that I've heard nothing to the contrary, that they will meet their obligation.
That they will not meet their.
No, that they will meet
They
their,
will meet it,
they will
yep.
meet their obligation of, the October 2025 deadline.
Okay. We know Tifa, the Tifa site and Prism are looking forward to getting going on that. We've seen the progress that's been made over in Gillette.
Yep,
We've seen some developments that are starting to take shape.
Yep.
And we know that there are several other applications that are looking to move forward with their, at least on the fair share housing side.
right.
At the consignment shop. I haven't seen anything further. We know that they've come to us.
I would expect that the sewer working group will probably get together again in early October and we'll report back on the 14th if anything is different than what I've expressed.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Good. Any other old or new business? Yes, please.
Just state plan, just make sure that folks saw there's some public meetings coming up. There's 6 of them, so maybe just if anybody's interested, I'm sure it's on their website somewhere. And there's a couple of in-person meetings in October the 14th at 9:30 in West Hampton Township, and then back at Morristown on October the 15th at 6 o'clock. So if anybody's interested.
What will be the scope of those meetings? Are those for input or?
This says the draft. The State Planning Commission shall conduct 6 public hearings for the purpose of receiving testimony on the draft final New Jersey State Development and Redevelopment Plan and the draft infrastructure needs assessment. So the public may comment at the hearing at any time up to 30 days after the last hearing is conducted. So,
Did they
I-
say where they're gonna do these hearings? Or
yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple of in-person ones, and there's 4 virtual. All basically in the week of October the 14th.
Right.
Yeah, the 14th to 17th, that week. 6 meetings.
Maybe you could send that link over to Deb, unless you want to distribute it around to the board, just so we have them.
Did you get it, the original one?
I have it, I can send it
I
to
don't
her.
remember. I don't remember.
I think it was a while back.
Yeah, I can.
Or maybe
I
you've
have-
got it, Bob. I
can
know you've
send
got it.
to you.
Have you got it at hand? Yeah, if you want to just send it to...
I'm sure it's
Yeah.
probably on the State Planning Commission's
Yeah, sure,
website.
it must be.
All right, but
This
just,
was,
just
this was
a-
the particular one that he found has the link to the Zoom too, so.
Yeah.
all right.
And then just a minor add-on point. I don't know, did we leave with Joe to do the response back to the county when we talked about the 12 towns, 10 towns, whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Was that ever done, do you know? Does anybody know? Do you know?
Sure.
So is that a question for when Joe's back in front of us?
I mean, yeah, unless you want to email me and I'll ask, because I thought everything was done, that they did everything they were supposed to, so.
Yeah, I just don't remember. I haven't seen
Specifically.
anything where we asked him to go back to Morris County.
Well, you
Or-
can send me an email reminder and I'll ask him. He's in the
Okay.
office tomorrow.
Oh, he is? Okay. Okay. That's it. Thank you.
Good, thank you. The only other thing that was on my mind too, Scott, did we ever get any confirmation as to, or is there any confirmation that comes from, on the affordable housing submissions? Is everything in line and copacetic?
We'd have to talk to Jack about that.
Okay. Okay. So that would be maybe something we could bring back or
Yeah.
share with the committee, since we did work on pulling all that together. Good. All right. Any other old or new business? Okay. A motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second.
All in favor?
Well done.
Thank you.
We do.
All right.
Very efficient meetings.
Yeah.
I just sent it to you, Deb.
Next month, I'm not here with 2/8.
Oh, you're not?
Sorry, Mr. Chair, I forgot to
Did you-
acknowledge that
So you're both
Ms.
out
Dill
next
did
week.
arrive.
I'll sit there.
Oh, well, I think
Yeah.
Deb
The second one.
These
microphones off?
Yeah,
Did
the first one,
arrive.
that's my wedding
Just right
week,
at the
so I just
corner
don't know,
of my
like,
street.
but I saw that there was an
actually
application,
supposed to
so I
do
was
it.
like,
Hey,
how about
Deb?
you let me know if
Deb?
there's a,
Deb, can you turn the microphones off?
I thought it was.